Good morning!
It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning. Good morning to you and welcome to Sunday Breakfast.
Right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Eno Safo. Find me across all social media platforms with the handle at Eno_S.
Yes, and with me, David Kweku Sechi. You can find me on social media, both Instagram and X, at Kweku David GH.
Right, it's going to be another interesting show, right?
It is going to be, yeah, for sure.
We have some kitchen shenanigans for you that you do not want to miss. We also have some health tidbits per usual. And then sports. Yesterday a lot of games happened, and so you'd want to know what happened if you missed it, or some analysis on why what happened. But as always, the show is live and interactive, so send us those messages to the WhatsApp number 0204-447-033, 0204-447-033. Alternatively, go on our social media handles, #SundayBreakfast, and we'll read your messages right here on the show.
Absolutely.
Kweku, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yeah. And yourself, how are you doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah?
I decided to go watch boxing.
Oh,
And
yesterday's bout.
Oh my word.
How was it? What was the experience like?
It was interesting.
Yeah?
I liked it. It was fun. It's just the timing.
Okay.
I mean, it ran like till the very early hours of today.
Oh, wow, okay.
And another thing that I realized is, so after the president left, they opened up the pitch for, the proper boxing fans and
Oh,
so they
to
came
come
down. And that's where you hear the that was also very interesting to watch and to hear. Yeah, so it was fun.
Okay. Well, speaking of boxing, I mean, the day before, I was busily following the whole Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul.
Oh, yes, I watched that.
Yeah.
Paul now has a titanium plate in his jaw.
Yes, in his jaw, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't understand why I'll bring myself, Kweku hits me for $30 million.
But boxing, boxing, just say, we are measuring ourselves and doing what we are doing. There's power slaps. Have you seen that one? Power slapping.
That game must be banned. All those games, boxing.
That one there's like, put your face there and
then
collect.
And then you see that thing coming.
There's no dodge, And this boxing, you can duck, you can do whatever. But this one
is straight on.
Yeah, but I was fascinated by the speed with which the surgery was done.
Yeah.
And the plate was put in his jaw.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, we got to make money, man. We got to make money.
The $30 million is not.
No, we gotta make money, man.
It's not. Yeah, but I mean, come on, just slap me for $30 million.
Hey, debut.
It shall not be me.
No way to. They slapped you now. You can buy anything you want.
Well,
they broke your jaw.
To look forward
you have enough money to fix their jaw and buy anything else you want.
Well, there's that to look forward to.
Look, I'm not saying I'll do it too. I'm not saying no. I was
going to arrange a match for you.
No,
oh, you have dodged it. It's okay. All right. So there's community legends here. If you know someone who has been transforming lives in your community in any manner, shape, or form, whether it be a farmer, whether it be a hairdresser, whether it be a youth leader, a pastor, a volunteer, or an everyday person in your life who's transforming lives in your community and is a change maker, this is what I would like you to do. Here at Channel 1, we're doing something called Community Legends. So send nominations of that particular person to the WhatsApp number 0558 973 973. 0558 973 973. You have to include the nominee's name, community and the region, a brief description of their work, and why they deserve recognition. So the nominee's name, the community and region, a brief description of their work, and why they deserve the recognition. The submissions may also come through district assemblies, traditional councils, churches, and mosques, and community-based organizations. And the deadline is 31st December 2025. 31st December 2025. So send those nominations via the WhatsApp number 0558 973 973.
Yeah. I think this is a fantastic initiative. We just don't celebrate people enough in this country. We always do the aftermath. They say, oh, he was such a good person. Oh,
Always in the biography,
he helped
right?
us. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. You know, we always have the aftermath reaction,
Right.
you know, when the person is long gone. We're saying that, no, it's about now. It's about identifying and celebrating them now. You know, this is the time to do it. Whilst they are alive, whilst they are at their peak, whilst they are doing what they're doing, you know, whilst they can appreciate the celebration, you know. Why do it another time when they are long gone and they can't appreciate it?
Exactly.
Tell it to them, you know, that we appreciate you in good time when they can actually enjoy the appreciation. So I think the community legend is fantastic. So send your persons, the nominees' names, the community region, the brief description of their work, and why you believe they deserve recognition. Send it to the WhatsApp line that's on your screen, 0558-973-973.
All righty. Okay, so it's Christmas, or it's the season
Yep.
where we make
Yep.
merry, we celebrate. But there may be someone or some persons who don't have anybody to celebrate this festive season with. And so we here at City FM and Channel 1 TV are asking you to help us help a Christmas child. You know, we're going to donate to these kids who, for one reason or the other, if the Lord has called both parents,
Yeah.
and they're in an orphanage, and so we're going to visit the orphanage this Christmas, and we're asking you to help us to put a smile on the children's faces. So you can send your donations for the Help a Christmas Child via Momo, mobile money, to the number 0550 900 006, 0550 900 006.
Yeah.
Or you can call that same number for more information. And if you want, it's a check that you'd like to write to us, write it out to the City FM Foundation. The City FM Foundation. For more details, you can visit citynewsroom.com or call 0550 900 006 or 0302 226 013. 0302 226 013. Remember, we're trying to put a smile on children who are amazing and probably don't know what's next in their life,
Yeah.
what's next. We're trying to put a smile on their faces. So
Yeah.
unless you want to come in and drop it off yourself, you know where our station is, at Adabraka Police Station. Behind it, you'll find City FM there. And here at Channel 1 TV at Tesano, we'll definitely receive those donations, and we'll give it to the children on Friday? No, we've changed the date.
Well,
Help a Christmas
you're going to give it out to them on Friday.
On Friday.
Yes, we're going to distribute on Friday. We'll definitely pay a visit to them early in the year, next year.
Next year as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll pay a visit to them. But
So-
we're definitely going to distribute on
Yes.
Friday. Yeah.
So please help us to put a smile on those amazing children so that they can also celebrate Brunya
Yep.
with all of us who celebrate Brunya. Alrighty.
All right. Well, we're going to go to the news portals.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on channel1newsonline.com.
All right. Okay.
Channel1newsonline.com. Now, an interesting story here. Ghana Airways. Restoring Ghana Airways, key to economic resets. That's according to our Foreign Affairs Minister, Ablakwa. Restoring Ghana Airways is key to economic... Kuku, why are you looking at me like that? Did you ever say in Ghana Airways?
Yes, I did.
Charlie, their jollof was nice.
DC-10.
Jollof and
DC-10.
was it
Yeah.
Kelly Willie or
I
something
did a
like that? It was
DC-10
very, very
once.
nice.
I did a DC-10 once.
It's actually very sad
It's a
that we don't have
fantastic
it was.
aircraft. Yeah.
It was.
Fantastic aircraft. The pilots were next level. I still believe that Ghanaian pilots are
the
among
best.
the
One of the
best
best.
pilots ever. Because of all the different aircrafts that I've been in, look, I mean, Charlie, hats off to them, man. You know, the Ghana Airways pilots, they were stars. They were amazing. You know.
I'm too young to remember the pilots and everything, but what I do remember is the food.
Yeah.
And it was nice because it was jollof, and who doesn't like jollof? Don't tell me you don't like jollof.
I mean, jollof with chicken, jollof with gizzard.
And there was some
just
killiwilli be on the side.
Oh no, but killiwilli is a staple, you know,
I tell
for
you,
the international
it was
appeal.
delicious. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Ghana Airways, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so restoring Ghana Airways key to economic resets. That's according to our Ablakwa Minister for Foreign Affairs.
You know, we have a lot of Ghanaian pilots flying for other
Yes,
countries
yes,
and
yes,
companies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no national airline,
There's no
so
national
then
airline.
they have to find
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
else to go and fly.
Yeah, they're done in restaurants, and you're good restaurants. No?
Oh, yeah, and done in a restaurant.
Yeah, yeah,
Airline no go here. So we found something useful for it.
Useful for it, Repeal of LI 2462 won't end Galamsey. That's according to Awula Sewa. Lands Ministry reports of 7% lithium royalty false. The PRO spoke on CNR yesterday. Ghana attractive hub for U.S. investment. Victor Smith, one of their ambassadors. Boko Wanep Lords Asantehine's mediation efforts. And other stories you'll find on channel1newsonline.com. Blue Water Guards, 636 more deployed to fight Galamsey. Bulsa South to get a Greek college, that's according to Clementa Park. Afro Nation cancelled over safety concerns. Oh, that's sad. Kingsmate says so. AFCON to switch to 4-year cycle from 2028. That's according
It's
to
about
CAF.
time. About time.
And then Donatis calls for collective efforts to implement Boko peace recommendations. MOH unveils new system to streamline healthcare funding decisions. John Kuma's widow Lillian remarries, and another student dies in Anloga EP Basic School B attack. And our president says Africa is reclaiming its story, dignity, and future. Great.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to take you to citynewsroom.com. We have here, Kufuor should have been impeached over Galamsey. This is Apia Dankwa speaking. We have also, let me give you some trending stories. Damango MPP coordinators declare full support for Baumia. We also have government releases 139 million Ghana cedis for 99th LEAP disbursement. We have VIP Gion tightens road safety rules ahead of Christmas. And Ministry of Health rolls out new framework to guide health funding priorities. A few other top stories here as well. Ghana Airways restoration, key to national pride and economic reset. This is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We have lithium deal. Minister not avoiding stakeholder engagement is the PRO. We also have here, step closer to government, speak boldly. Professor Boko Ajiman to CSIR. So this is a challenge to CSIR because we often have conversations with them and they often tend to suggest that there's a lot of research that they've done, there's a lot of work that's sitting on the shelves and in cupboards and in places, that are not being implemented or rolled out on a massive national scale. And well, the Vice President is saying to you, let's come closer to the government and speak boldly about what it is that you need to let government know. Let me give you one more here. Police arrest 7 in Cape Coast in a Cape Coast anti-narcotics operation. All right, so that's that there. You can go on to citynewsroom.com to check out all the fantastic stories.
Okay, so yesterday, Victor Smith presented his credentials to President Donald Trump in the U.S. And this is what he said. Look at this good-looking guy. Trump is a character,
That was Trump's response.
Yes, look at this good-looking guy. Trump welcomes Ghana's ambassador to the White House. That story is on graphiconline.com. If you go on graphiconline.com, that's the first story that you see. Look at this good-looking guy. Trump welcomes Ghana's ambassador to the White House.
Oh, Lord.
We'll delve into that in a bit. Government to roll out e-visa next year. And police arrest 7 in Cape Coast drug swoop. 4 arrested in police swoop on drug peddling and criminal hideouts in Paga. Reparative Justice False Narratives Mahama calls for United African Front. Nigerian aircraft and crew detained by Burkina Faso released. And here in Accra, fire destroys wooden structures at La Olympia, Abafum. 8 arrested as Navrungo police conduct Christmas security operation. Police warn against the legal use of sirens and strobe lights on vehicles. December 25, 26, and January 1 declared statutory public holidays. Trade Minister visits a Kumfi juice factory, pledges government support for expansion. 2 pupils killed, 28 injured in Anloga School B attack. Mofa warns against fraudulent empowerment scheme. All of this on graphiconline.com.
All right, so should we go international? Or do you have any other local?
Let me do local. Let me
Yeah.
quickly do GNA,
Okay.
and then we can go international. Okay. So Nanoye urges structured diaspora engagement as Ghana pushes 24-hour economy, export-led growth. Benjamin Crump hails President Mahama's leadership as moral compass for global reparative justice movement. Mahama urges Africa diaspora unity as reparations debate takes center stage at Accra Summit. And Attorney General Lord Ziyoku's executive director, jail corrupt officials in Galamsey fight Idrisu to judiciary. And the trade minister is urging manufacturing firms to source locally to drive jobs and industrialization. And our vice president, now still at the Diaspora Summit, she said diaspora partnership central to Ghana's reset agenda. Other stories you'll find, so the editor's pick, culture and creativity key to national identity, according to our tourism minister. Communities in Yilo Krobok municipality appeal for clean water. Still on GNA, Gamanche calls for truth, unity, and shared accountability as Ghana leads global reparations agenda. Yeah, we can go international.
Okay. All right. So I'll take you to CNN Africa. And so some stories from the continent. We have South Africa briefly held U.S. government personnel on refugee assignment amid fraught relationship. Okay. And I can see a signage in the picture at the back there, make South Africa great again. It looks like there's some issues going on between the U.S. and South Africa. We have Rwanda-backed M23 group says it will withdraw from seized Congo town after U.S. request. We also have satellite imagery and whistleblowers reveal bodies in Sudan's canals. Okay, so this is the ongoing harrowing experiences of people in South Sudan. We also have the daughter of South Africa's former leader has been accused of luring men to fight for Russia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah,
came
that
out
story, yes.
here, I think somewhere early, was it early last year or late last year?
Yeah,
I mean, early this
early
year.
this
or-
year,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
In
wow.
Mozambique, an ISIS insurgency is newly energized as U.S. cuts impact aid programs. So it looks like the whole cutback from the U.S. government, is having a negative ripple effect on parts of the continent, So yeah, so those are some of the headlines. You can go over to CNN Africa and check out the stories that we have there for you.
Right. Okay, so I'm on Channel 1 News. So I'm going to delve into some of the stories.
Okay.
And opening that Ghana Airways one that made us nostalgic and remember some flights that we took. So the government says plans to restore Ghana Airways will not only serve as a symbol of national pride, but also play a strategic role in the country's economic reset and renewed engagement with the African diaspora. According to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, he said the revival of a national career is driven by economic rationale and a pan-African vision that places connectivity, investment, and self-reliance at the center of national development rather than nostalgia. He made the remarks at the closing session of the 2025 Diaspora Summit in Accra on Saturday, which is yesterday. So the minister noted that Ghana's lack of a national airline has contributed to significant capital flights, especially during major international events that draw large numbers of diaspora visitors. He said revenue from ticket purchases often ends up outside the country, denying Ghana the opportunity to retain and reinvest those funds. And the story goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm actually happy about this. Like, if they can really, really do this, I'll be so happy. And I say this because airlines that fly Ghana, US, or, you know, decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
Now, Delta, if
Yeah.
you're in, I think, economy to economy plus, Delta One, you're only allowed one bag. Me as a Ghanaian, me the one bag here.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. No, it really is
Me
crazy.
the one bag here,
You know?
and then for every extra bag, you have to pay $100, which I feel is a ripoff. It's too much money because the ticket is already $1,000-something
Yeah.
dollars,
Yeah.
which is roughly tens of thousands of cedis.
Yeah.
10,000 plus.
They're doing,
cedis.
yeah. So,
Yeah, so it's a ripoff to pay an extra $100 for a bag. So I think recently they launched something, direct flights to, is it New York? Because normally they fly to Atlanta,
Yes.
so direct flights to New York. So I think I texted, did they add that you can add an extra bag, or is it still that same one bag that you're going with? So having an international airline of our own,
Yeah.
at least you know that,
No, we
this
do.
is,
We need
this
it.
is this is ours,
We need it.
and maybe the rules will work for us, because there's no Ghanaian under the sun that
Yeah.
is traveling that one bag will be enough. It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I don't know why they think. No, one bag
So-
is full of money, Kobe,
So,
yam, and
I
all
don't
of those things.
remember. There was an experience I had back in the early, was it late 90s or early 2000s? South African Airways was flying to Accra, and I had connected from Blantyre, Malawi to Joburg. So I was on the flight from Joburg to Accra.
Accra.
And Black Stars was in South Africa for something, and they were done. So they also heading back to Accra. Charlie, the Black Stars players had done shopping. Eh. Everybody was entitled to 2 bags. People had entered the plane with 5 bags, 6 bags, 7 bags. Yeah.
Carry-ons?
Including carry-ons. Yes. 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 It was crazy. So when the pilot did all the final checks, after loading the plane, did all the final checks, they realized that they didn't have the accurate weight of the luggage on the aircraft. So they had to offload everything.
Oh no.
Everything,
Oh, no,
including all the
hour
heavy
plus.
carry-ons. So if you had more than one carry-on, you had to take it down off the plane.
Oh,
So that they weigh everything, because it's about calibration. The plane can carry the weight too. That's not the problem. But if you give the wrong information that it's 1,000 kilos when it's actually 1,500 kilos, then the plane is off balance.
Yeah.
The information you put in, the plane is going to fall out of the sky like a bird,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
out of the sky.
And we actually do carry a lot
yeah,
of carry-ons,
and
including our body. We wear 3 jackets, 4 trousers.
do you know when we
love
left?
Ghanaians
Do you know when
when
we
we
left
travel.
Joburg? Do you know when we left Joburg?
What time?
The time we were taxiing is the time we should have arrived in Accra.
Oh no.
Yes.
Because wait, Accra to
6
Joburg is like 6
hours.
hours. So it took 6 hours.
6 hours to offload,
weigh the
weigh
stuff.
everything, pack it back into
everything
the
back
car,
into the
into the
the
plane, and put it
6
on. Yes,
hours.
6 hours. And we're seated in the plane the entire time.
Oh no, they should have
Charlie,
offloaded you
it's
guys.
experience, so you have to have some, you know.
This experience here, I swear, I'll blow through the roof. At least they should offload you back into the
We should have
airport
gone into
and
the
wait.
terminal,
Yeah,
go and wait.
wait in the terminal
Wait on
because
the
sitting
craft
down
the entire
for 6
time.
hours, that means you're going to sit down
Because
for
I
an
think
extra
they
6
dragged out
hours.
the decision. What should we do? Should we take what should we take off? Should we do this? Should we do that? So I think the first hour or so was
Right.
just trying to figure out what to do. Then eventually the pilot decided that look, the safest thing to do is to
take
weigh
everything off.
everything again. Let's
Oh
get the
my
accurate
word.
weight.
Wow.
Then everybody can go. We can go with everything, but we need to know the real weight.
Ghana phones, but
Eh?
it's not us. Uncle, your mother's uncle's, whatever. You know, you have to buy
I
presents.
know, I
You
know.
can't go and come back empty-handed. It's
I know,
not possible.
I know.
It is
Yeah,
not possible.
yeah.
It is not possible. Say, yeah, bro.
Hmm. Everybody has their
Expect
everybody has
something.
their expectation.
Yeah.
And they'll let you know.
Nti bag back, Delta,
Anyway, still on channelnews.com, Awula Sewa says she's the coordinator of Eco-Conscious Citizen. She has warned that repealing the legislative instrument LI 2462 alone will not resolve illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, stressing that strict law enforcement is critical. Speaking on Channel One News, Channel One TV's The Big Issue on Saturday, December 12th, she described the repeal as a positive step, but insufficient without effective enforcement. I'll just stop it there. Now, you know, again, this is the whole bane of Ghana's existence. Everything's about enforcement and the lack thereof. You know, we have the beautiful rules, we have the beautiful laws, but people just don't seem that interested in enforcing. You know, I don't know what it is.
Enforce rules and regulations.
Look at the road traffic issues. Enforcement. It's like we're not interested in enforcing, you know.
I was going to say they're tired, but that's no excuse.
No, but who's
because the laws
tired? Wait,
exist.
who's tired?
Everybody. Police, Ghanaians. We're driving in
Ghanaians are tired.
completely total darkness. There's
Yeah.
no lights.
Yeah,
There's no road markings.
yeah.
And the policeman
Yeah.
too is tired of telling you to
Meanwhile, there's
drive the right way.
a
I
law
don't-
for everything,
Yes.
and there are enforcers of those laws for all laws.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here we are.
Talking about galamsey, I think we spoke to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources,
Okay.
Amaboa, on this particular repeal of LI 2462 on Eyewitness during the weekend.
Okay.
He also said that they have reclaimed, was it 9 or 11 forest reserves?
9. I
Nine
think I
forest
remember
reserves,
9,
yes.
yeah.
And so they're working on reclaiming the others. Said you have to match the people boots for boots because
Yeah.
they're like armed to the
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah.
And I'm thinking, how did we get here? How did we watch people enter into our forest
Yeah.
reserves
Yeah.
and let them do what they do to the
Yeah.
fact that you have to fight them with guns
Yeah.
and bullets just to get them out? Like, it's totally neither here nor there. And I know we have said time without number that if we do not end galamsey ASAP, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
We're going to be
we
importing
we
water.
will be in trouble, yes, if we
We're going
don't.
to be importing water. The last time the EPA boss was here, and she said she's scared because if she checks the stats, if she looks at her reports,
Yeah.
she's been on the field, she's seen things.
And she's one of the more proactive EPA bosses we've had in a very
Recently,
long
they
time.
were in an accident, and our very own
Yes,
Doris was part of it.
yes,
But
yes.
prior to that accident, she had been in the studio, and she was like, if we want to import clean water,
Yeah.
then that's where we're headed as a country. If we're not serious about fighting this, that is where we're headed as a
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
And if that doesn't scare us enough, then I honestly don't know what will. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I can't agree with her more. It won't end galamsey.
No, it won't.
It
But
won't.
we know this, and I think that, I mean, for us who are always involved in, finding the news and all that, we see it so often that lack of law enforcement is a major, major problem in Ghana. I don't know how we're going to fix that. I really don't know how we're going to fix that. You know how we did the war against indiscipline? Mm-hmm. And then people will come and fight you, or you are trying to get enforcement to work.
Yeah. So, boss, why you can say I'm late?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Someone asked me, why have we stopped doing war against indiscipline? I said I'll go and ask amends for the person because I can't answer that
People
question.
are against it. That's the reality. People are against it.
Yeah, of course.
People are against it.
Of course, because we're all breaking the laws.
As much as it helps the society in general, and people who are looking for the well-being of the society want it, a lot of people don't want it because
of course not.
because they thrive in the chaos.
Yeah.
Think about it. A man who has been sent by his boss, his car has sirens and lights, right? He would jump the traffic and start speeding down the opposite oncoming traffic, right? Because he claims that opentem. Now, the war against indiscipline caught many of these people, and somebody even claimed that they were on national assignment going to parliament. They were on national assignment and dared the cameraman to film him well, There's all that. We know what the law says. The law does not allow them to do that.
Yeah.
But they do it.
They do it.
And so people like that, of course they will hate war against indiscipline because they can't jump traffic and do whatever they misbehavior they want to do. And there are many others like that as well.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. All right. I wanted to bring the Trump story on Graphic Online, and there's also a story in relation to that on Channel One News Online. So I'm starting with graphiconline.com. It says, look at this good-looking guy. Trump welcomes Ghana's ambassador to the White House. A bit of the story reads, Ghana's ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Victor Emmanuel Smith, has formally presented his credentials to U.S. President Donald J. Trump, officially beginning his diplomatic mission in Washington, D.C. The ceremony took place at the Oval Office of the White House, where Ambassador Smith was among 14 newly appointed envoys accredited to the United States. According to a post by the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C. on Facebook, he was the first ambassador to be received by President Trump during the session, a development that underscored Ghana's diplomatic standing and engagement with the United States. The post disclosed that President Trump reacted warmly upon seeing the Ghanaian envoy, exclaiming, "Look at this good-looking guy." I'm trying to sound like Trump.
But he didn't lie.
He actually is a good-looking guy.
I mean, Victor Smith,
A remark that drew light-hearted laughter in the Oval Office and set a cordial tone for the interaction. During the engagement, Ambassador Smith expressed his appreciation for the opportunity to serve as Ghana's representative in Washington and conveyed greetings from President John Dramani Mahama. He reaffirmed Ghana's interest in working closely with the United States further to strengthen the long-standing bilateral relationship between the two countries. The ambassador emphasized Ghana's commitment to expanding cooperation in trade, investment, and economic diplomacy, describing the country as a stable democratic state and a strategic gateway to regional and continental markets. He noted that Ghana provides access to a sub-regional market of more than 400 million people and a continental market exceeding 1.4 billion people, positioning the country as an attractive destination for American businesses seeking to expand their footprints in Africa. And a similar story on channel1newsonline.com. Ghana is signaling a renewed phase of strategic engagement with the United States following the formal presentation of credentials by its ambassador to the U.S., His Excellency Victor Emmanuel Smith, to President Donald J. Trump at the White House's Oval Office. And I like his outfit. Kind of reminds you of our late former president.
Atanos?
Yes, he used to wear, I think it's a fanti. The fantis wear a shirt.
With a shirt underneath
Yes,
it.
underneath,
The fantis and the Evers.
Okay.
Yeah, they also wear shirts underneath it,
It's very nice. Yeah, look at this good-looking guy.
So I'm wondering whether it was the physical good looks or it was the color and the grandeur of his outfit.
Of his
you know,
outfit.
that,
Probably all of it
or maybe,
together.
Yeah, everything put
Everything
together.
put together.
Yeah.
There's a story here on graphiconline.com, if you don't have any story. Government to roll out e-visa next year. Bit of it reads, government will roll out an electronic visa policy in the first quarter of next year. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, has announced, I am delighted to announce to you that this government, under strict instruction of President John Dramani, will be rolling out an e-visa policy in the first quarter of next year, 2026, he said. Mr. Ablakwa was speaking at the closing session of the Maiden Diaspora Summit held in Accra on Saturday. The minister stated that the e-visa policy would include a special dispensation for members of the African diaspora who would be able to apply at a reduced cost. He said the policy would also introduce a reciprocal approach to visa application fees based on country-specific arrangements. So this will be good news for people in the diaspora who keep complaining that our various embassies delay in processing visas, in even answering emails or calls or
calls, even calls,
or whatever.
basic as calls. You have complaints that people, you call the number. It's not good.
I don't think it speaks well of us.
It's not good at all.
Yes, I think people have complained they've missed funerals, they missed important engagements back here in Ghana just because an embassy did not get back to them on time as to when they should come for their passport or
I have
all
a friend,
those things.
I have a friend who lives outside of California but needed to go to LA to go and that's the closest place to go and get some, passport issues sorted out and passport and visa issues sorted out, and only gets to the office where it's happening, only to be told that the Ghana embassy at in DC, they're not responding to anything. They said the systems are down, something. So, like literally, I mean, imagine having to travel maybe 24 hours to arrive in LA and to be told this, So it's like a lot of systems, are not functional. But I do have it on good authority that this administration is looking to modernize what's happening in America in terms of our mission there, on all fronts. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we should hear some really good news on that side.
We're all for it.
There's a News Center story here. It says that here are the university's parliament-approved renaming. And this business of renaming, I don't know how you feel about it, but let me just read the story quickly. So Parliament gives approval for name changes across selected public universities. Now the Parliament has approved amendments to the names of 2 public universities, a move the government said will enhance inclusivity, strengthen stakeholder engagement, and improve the global competitiveness of Ghana's higher education institutions. Now the House passed the Simon Diodong Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies Amendment Bill 2025, clearing the way for the institution to be renamed the University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, WA. Okay, that's in WA in Upper West. The bill was approved on Friday, December 19th, 2025. Now the amendment removes the name of the late Prime Minister Samuel Diodong Dombo from the university's title while maintaining its core academic focus on business and integrated development studies. The government explained that the change is aimed at improving public perception and strengthening the university's relationship with key stakeholders. And according to officials, the revised name is expected to boost student enrollment, attract increased funding, and deepen support from alumni and development partners. How do you feel about the reasons given?
I remember yesterday I spoke about it a little and I was thinking, so when you get your certificate,
Yeah.
and it's from the former name, and now you're like, how do you go about it? I know it doesn't cancel your results or your degree, but it was just a funny thing that was going on social media.
Yeah.
I think this business of we do one thing, the next government will come and do another thing, was the reason why they all sat down and said, let's do a 40-year development plan, and nothing happened. Because every government comes,
Yeah.
I don't understand
The
reasoning.
problem is not in the plan. I think the plan is well spelled out, is detailed. The planning commission has
No,
done
nobody is following
a
it.
good work, but we now need to
Ratify
make
it in Parliament.
No, we now need to make the political parties. It's like we need to make them the burden to take from the plan as part of their manifesto. They should take from the plan. Do you see? So without trying, the plan will be being executed as time goes on, right? So unfortunately, we're not doing that. So people are creating their manifesto promises parallel to the plan. So the plan has just been shelved there. It's like almost like a white elephant, you know, which is very unfortunate because we put a lot of money into this as well, you know.
But anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Universities have been changed, and so if your university is one of them, take notes and take notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine still has its original name, so.
Pardon?
Mine still has its original name, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
People were fighting that. Why are they leaving that one? They should change it. But I'm like, that name has existed for ages. So I mean, come on, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Someone entered our studio wearing white. Mademoiselle. Shay. And Naomi Campbell. Adaraka Naomi Campbell.
Oh, we are Tessa Naomi
Naomi Campbell. Hi, Maggie. I love the accessory.
What bling
Tresse, I'm ready. I got 3 days spent in Meno.
Lord.
It's finished for me.
Boy.
Yeah. Hello.
You've been wearing white since we started December.
I told you guys that call me Maggie White until the situation is over every day. And Kweku can attest
No,
to
you
it.
look lovely. You look lovely.
Thank
You
you.
look
Every
lovely.
day I'm going to work.
There's 3 days to situation.
Yeah.
How far?
So far, so good. It's been amazing, you know. We are ready. Even if we should say that tomorrow we are having a situation, we can go.
Okay.
But it's just that you know your people, the last minute people who would register and book and will wait till the last minute before they pay.
I know they want to see who's coming before they pay.
But we've told them everybody who is coming.
No, not the who's coming on stage or the who's coming
who's
in
joining
the
them.
yeah,
In
who's
the
joining
group,
them
no.
in the group,
Okay.
no.
Then in
Yeah.
the group, no, the other people who are indecisive.
Yeah.
And they are wasting or maybe delaying, let me not use wasting, delaying the serious people. Please, we are begging you. 3 days like this.
Yeah.
And they throw 3. Please, don't delay the others who want to have fun and cross over into 25th with some swag and some happiness and some enlightenment.
Yep.
Decide today, like today.
This morning.
Because
actually.
things are going out.
Yeah.
People are receiving their codes, their entry codes. We are calling to check in with people to say that, table name, no, how far, is it the same? No, are you changing it? So you are...
So we have a few people who were at situation last year as well, coming back
Oh,
again
of
this year.
course. Kweku,
Okay.
you know, Charlie returnees, Lydia. Ciao. Ciao. Bless you.
I think that's one of the hallmarks of our events.
yeah.
You know, people have a great experience and they want more of it, of the
Definitely,
same. So
definitely.
it's like situations also happening like that.
They're coming back, and sometimes when you speak to them and they give you the table name, then you're like,
It looks familiar.
Sassy Divas, last year, no more. I remember the name. So yeah, there are a couple of people who have returned. You keep asking them, why do you come year after year after year? And they are like, see, we've gone to parties, we've been to different types of events, but when it comes to Channel One TV and city events, like the crowd is different. The experience is mind-blowing. Like you come and you feel like, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
These are my people. These are my class of people who are thinking like me.
People I
who
wanna
are
hang out
dressed-
with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are dressed like, it's not an event that you go and everybody is haphazardly dressed anyhow. Like, you see how I've dressed, you see how you've dressed, how who is looking. This is how you see people at Channel One and City FM's situation dressed like. So I really don't know why somebody till this minute that is 3 days to go hasn't booked their tables or their seats and still trying to decide whether I should go or not. The answer is you must come.
Run
It's a
them
must.
through the packages,
Okay,
you
sure,
know,
sure,
so that
sure,
you
sure.
know they'll know. They'll finally. Today they will decide.
They have to, because
Yes,
if
they
they don't
don't
decide,
decide.
me, I won't understand for them. So we have 3 different packages. We have platinum, we have diamond, and then we have gold. So I'll run you through what you will get on the platinum table, and then we'll move from there. So on the platinum table, which is going for 15,000 cedis, is seating 8 people. You're getting 1 bottle of champagne. You're getting 1 bottle of whiskey, precisely Glen 15 years. You get 1 bottle of red wine. You get 2 packs of beer, unlimited glasses of cocktail. You get unlimited bottles of water, unlimited portions of grills. You get 16 bottles of soft drink, dinner buffet, and a dedicated waiter. That's my favorite part. You can do all the 2 you want on that table.
I like the
Second-
16 bottles of soft drinks.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to do your own mixes.
Your
on
own
the
mixes
set.
with the Glen, no, and the other things. Yeah, you understand the way.
The whiskey connoisseurs will come for you. Oh. They don't
I know
like
they don't like
mixing.
us to mix.
No,
Yeah,
but
they
are
like it
people
neat.
who
There are those who
I
like it
understand.
neat, but even the connoisseurs, there are those who like
Who
to.
like it too.
Then they are not
Yeah.
proper connoisseurs.
Are you sure?
I promise you.
Yeah, well,
promise
you can
you.
say that.
I promise you. I went to a cigar lounge.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, no,
I-
no, they
No, no,
will
no, no.
As for those people,
but
yeah,
cigar
please don't
lounge,
try
they're
them.
saying, what they call next level.
Everything is playing.
And then what they
Yeah,
call
the
next
next level action.
No.
Don't try it. Ask for a cigar lounge.
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one man home.
Home.
And it's there,
And some of them don't even like rocks.
And chest.
No, 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 no,
straight.
straight,
Hey.
like
As
flat,
it is.
You
plain.
want to kill me?
Who called you there?
Maggie,
I'm continuing, but when a friend.
Diamond.
So Diamond also going for 12,000 cedis, seating 8 people as well. You get a bottle of whiskey, Glen 12 years. You get 2 bottles of wine, 2 packs of beer, 16 glasses of cocktail. You get 16 portions of grills. You get 16 bottles of soft drinks, 16 bottles of water, and a dinner buffet. Note on the Diamond table, you don't get a dedicated waiter. Finally, the gold package also seating 8 people for 9,000 cedis. You get 1 bottle of whiskey, black label to be precise, 2 bottles of wine, 8 bottles of beer, 8 glasses of cocktail. You get 8 bottles of water, 8 bottles of soft drinks, and finally 8 portions of grills. So these are the packages that we have: platinum, diamond, and gold. You call us. We tell you exactly what you get on a particular table, how to book, how to make your payment, and then you tell us exactly what the name of your table should be. If you want it to be Sunday breakfast table, we would label it for you. If you want it to be breakfast daily, you want it to be the Traffic Avenue, you want it to be brunch in the city, classmates, or whatever it is, we'll just make it for you. The corporate bodies will also come in to say that, oh, I'm buying tables or a longer table for my well-deserving staff, like hard-working staff for the year. Is also welcome. You just give us your company name, beautifully, brand your table, and your people will come and have mad
What if
fun.
for some people, some undecided or undecisive people like me, and then we decide, say, 24th, and then let me just come to the good part.
You
Come
say?
buy my ticket at the gate. Is it possible?
You say?
I
20,
say
which one?
4th, no.
24th.
4th, no.
That we have skyrocketed and
I
we are
will
in the
come
space.
there and come and buy my ticket at the gate because I'm an indecisive person.
No. Well,
Then you
by
better learn to
20,
be
in fact,
decisive.
actually, maybe by tomorrow, we'll be putting out our sold out flyer, because where the numbers have reached now, a critical level. So I won't even vouch for 23rd, let alone 24th. Don't even try.
Not even.
Never ever. It has never happened before, and it will never happen. Yes,
Who's
this is
coming on the
2025.
bill?
I actually had 2 years ago.
Okay.
I actually had somebody approach me. He says, "Hi, good evening. Here, my wife and I and the kids, we came from Germany last night, and we're staying here at the hotel. We didn't know there was any event like this happening. Can we, get in there?" And I said, "Oh, unfortunately, no. It's a ticketed event. It's a table event, and everything has been planned already."
Definitely.
And he said, "Oh, but we have money now. We can."
We understand, but
But for someone like that, we should make
Eno,
exceptions.
Sorry,
Eno,
please.
where are
Sorry,
we going to
please.
bring the tables?
Sorry, please. You have to go and
the
bring a
chairs,
new table,
the
table
decor,
cloth, decor, all of
the
that.
They won't
grills.
mind. They won't mind
no,
because when
see,
you sell,
Eno,
buy
No,
Eno, let me tell you one thing. The last minute people like
What
this
if I
are the
landed
ones who
in
are going to
Ghana
give
on
you-
24th
You
and
should
I
have gotten
heard
a
You
friend
should
of
have-
yours
wait,
to
see,
book
we
the
want
table for
to-
you.
I want to say,
Obedru Ghana
see,
not
Channel
say
1
it.
TV is global. We stream 24/7 on YouTube.
This
We are-
one, your agenda
see,
won't
the
agenda.
agenda, it will not
It will
agenda.
not agenda.
Never.
Agenda.
I'm speaking for the diasporans
And
and
we
the
speak to the
NNS.
diasporans all the time. Last night we did.
Yeah.
On Friday we did.
Yeah.
The
Saturday
NNN
we
people.
did.
Yeah.
We speak to them all the time.
So,
On
Omo
radio,
Kwe
on
Juma, sometimes.
Or
eh,
don't any excuse. Me how? Emfa.
I've tried,
Emfa.
though. I've tried for you people.
So
okay.
they should call today. The numbers are two. We have 0205 973 973, 0205 973 973, and 0558 973 973. Call us. We know it's just 3 days to go. But God can save you from this mess that you are going to create for
like
yourself.
that. I
Because
like that.
if you miss 24th night
Yeah.
situation, it is finished. And we have some pretty good and amazing artists who are coming through to make the party more, lively and all of that. We have Kofi Kinata.
Right.
See, Shrey, you won't understand. You have to. If you know what Kofi Kinata can do.
I heard somebody called to ask whether Kofi Kinata was really going to be
Yes,
there.
some people are still in doubt. They know, although the flyers are out, we are talking about it. I don't blame them because some people promise and they don't deliver.
Yeah.
But see, Channel 1 TV, City FM, we don't even joke here.
Someone says I should ask you, but they've heard from all the other acts.
Yes.
At least DJ Mingle, they know he works with us, so one day he has no choice. But they've heard from other performers that they are coming. But they've not heard Kofi Kinata himself say that, me, I'll be a situation.
Then you haven't checked his socials. He's posted his artwork on TikTok, on IG, on everything. But this week we have a surprise for you. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned to both TV and radio. You will love it. Before you come on 24th night, it's going to blow your mind. So don't worry. He's coming. For real, Kofi Kinata is
For
coming.
reals, for reals.
For reals. All let move. It will move on 24th night. That's it. And then we also have the lover boy, the crooner Akwabwa Jr. He will be there. I mean, last week he was on CBS and also on Branch in the City, and it was all sorts of awesomeness.
Yeah.
So on 24th night, it's going to be different level of excitement. He's going to be there as well. And the Inchinchim band. See, I keep saying that right now in this hour, Ghana,
Is in Chinchim?
you cannot see.
Yeah.
You don't even have to think about trying to compete with these guys. They are
No. Which band has been able to fill the National Theatre?
nobody. You dare
Yeah.
not.
No, seriously.
Even if you start, nobody will show up.
Seriously.
But these
Very
guys
seriously.
feel the National
mean,
Theatre.
They're
I mean,
dedicated to their
I think
craft,
that-
and it's
Yeah.
working for
I
them.
think my earliest recollection of a band that could do this
Yeah.
is like maybe Western Diamonds or the Marriott
Yeah,
International
yeah,
Band.
yeah.
Those guys.
Those guys.
And before those guys, And forgive me if I've missed out people
Yeah.
that I have not thought about, but Osibisa.
Osibisa.
It was
I think
Osibisa,
that's
then Western Diamonds, Marriott International, those
And then
guys.
now-
And then now it's in Chin Chin.
We are sorry, but yeah, they are that good.
They are that
We
good.
can't stop bragging about them. They are that good. And they are
Like
going
I
to be
always
there.
say, if you've been to any city event, you've heard them play.
Exactly.
You've seen them and you've danced to
Yes.
them. So
Yeah.
there's
Debbie, if you know, you know, my darling. If you know, we don't.
That's
We are not even cupping. You know what I mean?
And
If you know,
chin
you know.
yeah.
And chin to the world. Clack it.
Clack it.
Clack it. And then we also have Nana Obonyompa the first. Not your regular DJ.
Hey.
DJ Mingle. See, this guy, Mingle. If you go to a party and you don't hear them drop that
DJ Mingle drops the
DJ
hardest beat.
sorry, not coffee, because you are not at the right place. Just go home and sleep.
Yeah.
Once you hear that, you know that.
No, it a
it's
DJ
about-
like say he made the turntable.
I tell you, like it being manufactured. I really don't know how Mingle does it, but it's beautiful to watch him
lovely.
here
It's
and
lovely.
to experience
It's lovely.
all his different tunes back to back to back to back, and he's going to be there from start to finish. We also have DJ Abeku, who is the junior of DJ Mingle, so you can understand the two brothers on the turntable. See, you're going to have so much fun that you've not had in the entire year. Come for Situation 2025. Come and say thank you to God. Say, I'm so grateful for life, for my family, for my job. See, we started the year with so many people. I'm not happy to say, but we started it with so many people. We all had different ambitions, dreams, visions, things that we wanted to accomplish. But it's not all of us who are here. So once you find yourself here today and you will find yourself on 24th night, the Situation All White Party, and it's all white, it's a whole white party for a reason. Because like Kweku said last night, in Ghana or mostly in Africa, we wear white to symbolize celebration, you know, happiness, wholeness,
Gratitude.
unity, gratitude, and things like that. So we are telling you, clad yourself in all white. Come with your family, your friends, your old students association groups, your fan clubs, your gym members. Come and say thank you to God. You might not be a Christian, you might not be a Muslim, whatever you believe in, just come and show gratitude to your supreme being in grand style, in your all white, with all these amazing artists. You come and see Eno, you see Kweku David, you see Bernard Avler, you see
So that
Freme
crossover
Dunyame,
from
and then we are going to
24th
cross
to
over
25th.
with the Perez
That's
music.
right.
You know, that Hewale Lala guy is going to do his thing.
Charlie,
And
his
if you
new
know
song-
Perez, you know.
His new song too is popping on.
Hey, don't try.
Charlie.
And I'm sure on the 9th
He
he's
will-
going
he
to
will
release
deliver on it.
that and the lead us in a time of worship
Amazing.
to God as
Amazing.
we cross over from 24th
Amazing.
into 25th. So listen, the Situation All White Party, it is a place to be on the 24th night.
It's a
If you are not
party.
there, the other ones, we cannot attest to that. There's us and there's the rest, so we really don't care about the rest. So it's us. Deal with us and deal with the best.
It's definitely a party that shuts down all parties for the rest of the year.
Official party
so-
of the year. It's an official Christmas party. So you got to be there. You watching us, no call. Make sure you pay today or tomorrow morning, because by Tuesday, the NASA, it's finished.
Achayenda your sponsors, I say why.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much to EcoBank, also to Hallmark Cafe, and then Bethel Logistics. And finally, we also supported by
Oswald
Oswald
Investments.
Investment Limited, by Verve to Faith. When I mention Verve, there's something is doing me. You know, Verve will give you all, you know, the Verve to Vinay. And then finally by Logistics Movers. Thank you so much. It's been amazing working with you over the years. And we're so open. We know it's 3 days, but we are so open to more sponsorship.
Of course
So
we
once
are.
you call us on 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973. We are out there. show you the right officers to speak to, and then you can also come on board the Situational White Party 2025.
Maggie.
Yes, baby.
Maggie White. Thank
I
you so
love
much.
it. Thank you so much for having me.
All right,
Thank you.
Situation is the place to be.
Yep.
Do not miss out. Gates open at 8.
Yep.
8 p.m.
8
prompt.
p.m. on the dot, and it's a party for for the stars. You don't
Yeah,
want
and
to
it's
miss
happening at a good park, very close to
Akramo.
Akramo.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you there. I don't know if you're going to miss it, but after hearing this, I
Why
doubt
would you want to
will.
miss it?
I don't
I
even
doubt
understand
you will.
it.
Yeah.
Really?
I doubt you will miss it.
I don't think they will
I
miss it,
doubt
especially
you
the
will.
diasporans to call us. Send us an email. Send us a WhatsApp.
I doubt
And then
you'll
we'll sort
miss
you
it.
out with a beautiful table for you
Yeah.
and your girls, you and your boys. So see you on the 24th night.
All righty. So we're going on a quick break. When we come back, we have more for you. Don't go away.
Love the Premier League? Your DSTV premium subscription could get you there in real life, Charlie. Stay connected for your chance to watch the Premier League live. Man U versus Man City at Old Trafford or Arsenal versus Man U in London. Stay connected to score with DSTV Premium. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Rooted in heritage. Shaped by ambition. Defined by style. Inspired by soul. This is Afro Quality, the first multi-country concept store for African brands. Now in Nairobi, Kigali, and Accra.
Meet James. James has been searching for happiness for years. So we asked locals to point him to the source of their happiness. Until one fateful night, when his search finally came to an abrupt end. Find your happy place with GoTV. Get GoTV to enjoy a wide range of shows for the whole family. GoTV. Love it.
Remember when I turned 50, I did this show, it was called KSM 50. That was KSM 50. Now, the favorite show I did since KSM 50 was called The Street of GH Girls.
Very soon you'll be in a car and you are going, yes, Nufo, Nufo, Nufo.
Now I'm 69. But even at 69, I've come up with a new brilliant show. Yeah, Freno, Old Age is a Rascal. And it's coming to you live from the Cactus Creek. And it's happening on the 25th, 26th, and the 27th of December. Old Age is a Rascal. You can't miss this. It starts with a lunch buffet. Mwah. Starts at 1, and then about 4:30, we take a break and you come and see the special. Old Age is a Rascal. And the number to call is 055 039 5007.
In a season where the world pauses, music reminds us what truly matters.
Bread of life, sender from glory. Many things you were on earth, holy King, the carpenter. You are the living word you're saying.
This Christmas, experience music that heals, voices that unite, songs that awaken joy. your Christmas unforgettable with the Channel One Christmas Choir as they serenade you with lovely tunes that fill your home with joy.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand?
This Christmas, feel the joy, hear the love, celebrate the season.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Pack near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till 8. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Perez Music, In Chin Chin Band, and DJ Mingle. Your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All-White Party 2025 is powered by Channel One TV and 97.3 City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe, and supported by Oswald Investments Limited, Verb Duvernay, and Logistics Movers.
DJ, bring the tune back again. Soccer fans, so I see Francophone guests will kick it that.
You're welcome back to Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel One TV with me, Eno Safo, and Kweku David. So we're going into our health segment. We're talking about candida infection. And so if you're a lady, even if you're a man, I think you should sit up and pay attention to this conversation because it's very, very, very important. Joining us, Dr. Kalsum Zakaria Adam, public health practitioner and maxillofacial surgeon, to have this very important discussion. Doc, how are you doing? Yeah, well, you're black and white like Esquire. How has your week been?
Oh, it's been okay. It's been, yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Hey, I see. That is good.
Yes.
Yeah, that is good.
I can't complain.
Yeah, so we're having a conversation this morning.
Yeah.
We're looking at the candida infection. Last week we were talking about STIs.
Yeah.
And you did touch briefly on candida as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to go into a bit more detail.
Yeah.
All right,
for candida
so take us into that.
Okay, so candida basically is it's a fungal infection. Okay, so we are going to focus more on the vulvovaginal candida infection.
Okay.
Because it's very common. So when you have this candida albicans most of the time, so Candida is a kind of fungal infection. And when you have, we have different species, but about 90 to 80% of it is caused by the species Candida albicans. So when you have your vulva or the vagina being infected with the Candida, then you tend to have candidiasis. And most of the time, we would say that the vagina or even the skin, let's say the skin, let's start from the skin. So the skin, the oral mucosa inside the mouth, and then inside the gut, where when you eat, it goes through. It has something we call flora, normal flora. And the flora is made up of some bacteria, and then you have some fungus as well there. And they live in harmony, okay, to help with our daily routine and then activities. But then the moment when you look at the mucosal tissues in the vagina, and you notice that there's an overgrowth of the Candida albicans, such that it has replicated and caused an infection, then you say that you have Candida infection. And we say Candida infection is actually very common. When you take, for instance, in women, about 75% of women, once in their lifetime, may end up with Candida infection.
I see.
And the recurrence rate, sometimes we see about 10%, it's been quoted, 10% to about 50% may end up having a recurrent infection.
Oh, wow.
So why do people end up with Candida infection? It has to do with certain risk factors that we have. So if we look at, most of the time now, people just go and then they indulge in taking some antibiotics for prolonged periods. So when you take antibiotics for prolonged periods, it means that the balance is affected. So the good bacteria, that tends to suppress the overgrowth of the yeast or the Candida. You notice that you kill that bacteria. So if you kill that bacteria, it means that now the fungus is at liberty to replicate and then overgrow, and then you end up with the infection. Another could be hormonal changes. So if you have some hormonal imbalances or surges, you have more estrogen at certain points in time, you tend to have reduced immunity, and that can also predispose you to coming down with Candida infection. Again, we say that most Candida infections are mild, but then in certain situations, you tend to have very severe forms. And those severe forms typically are seen in patients who do have immune compromised states.
Okay.
So when we say immune compromised states, like patients who do have, let's say, HIV, which is not controlled, people who have diabetes that is also not controlled, people who have malignancies and what have you. So in such cuts, in these brackets of people, you also tend to have very severe forms of the Candida infection. And then, so we've spoken about hormones, we've spoken about antibiotic use, we've spoken about high sugar levels or uncontrolled diabetes. So these are some of the risk factors that can predispose you to coming down with the Candida infection. Now, how would I be able to tell that I do have Candida infection? So most of the time, you notice that people will say that I have this itchiness, the edge to itch, and it's very itchy. And most of the time, it's either when it's cold or warm, in let's say in the evenings, that it becomes severe. Okay, so you tend to itch the area, and then it becomes such that it becomes sore or reddened when you look at it or you visualize it, and it becomes swollen. So you notice that the vulva is swollen, and then the vaginal area
from the scratching.
And then you have a discharge as well. So this cheesy discharge, okay, most of the time it's odorless, or it may have a little bit of odor, but not typical of other diseases that may have some discharge. Okay, and then aside the redness, the pain, now when you are urinating, you may have some burning sensation as well.
Due to the scratching?
Yes, due to the scratching and due to the little sores that you may have actually caused from the scratching due to the discomforts that you are experiencing. Now, Candida doesn't only affect, as I mentioned, The fungus is on the skin. You can find it in the mouth. You can find it in the gut. You can find it in the genital area as well. Now, when you have candida also in the oral cavity, you tend to have this reddened or sometimes a white patches all over in the mouth. And these white patches are easily scrapable. So when you try to scrape it, you notice that it leaves a raw area, a raw sore area. Then it's likely that you do have. And it's typical in, when I said the severe cases, it's typical in patients who are immunocompromised. So we call it oral thrush, okay, where you have inside the mouth, there's a lot of white patches, and then the moment you scrape it, it leaves a raw area which can easily even bleed. And it's very worrying because most of the ladies would say that, oh, I had this infection, I was scratching all over, and I felt very uncomfortable. Even it affected even work, because in certain times, even at work, I tend to become very uncomfortable and I can't even concentrate and then do the work that I'm supposed to do. So raising awareness about candida infection is very true. And also, I would want to take this opportunity to quickly look at some of the myths surrounding it, because people will say that, candida or whites, we commonly call it white.
Yeah.
When you go and then use toilets, you know, you pick it up. But really, it is not. You sitting on a toilet should not, because the candida needs certain conditions to thrive. And as I mentioned, it's an imbalance, because the good bacteria, for instance, the lactobacillus, which is a good bacteria that keeps it in check, is on the low side.
Yeah.
So if it is on the low side, it means that now the candida or the yeast can overgrow and then give you the infection. And aside you having that condition to help it grow, you need moisture. So most of the time, I don't think when we go using the toilet, even the toilet seats are wet. We don't tend to have that. Every lady would make sure that it is dry. Every lady will make sure that it is well disinfected. And even if you do have the candida lying out there, it doesn't survive when it is what? Dry, when there are dry conditions. You get it? So that is one of the main myths that I would want to correct. Another is that people will say that, oh, it's a sexually transmitted. It is not a sexually transmitted infection. But then when you do have the infection, it can be transferred from one partner to the other. But for it to grow and flourish depends on the immunity of that individual.
Okay.
You get it? And then certain times people will say that when you use maybe scented soaps and then you douche, that is what would prevent it. But rather, these scented chemicals that you use would reduce the good bacteria that keeps it under control, and rather would end up causing you to get more of the infection than it should be. So these are some of the misconceptions out there that needs to be corrected so that we do understand as much as possible how to manage candida anytime we are faced with that challenge. So what do we do? Most of the time when you do have some of these symptoms, you need to, especially in the severe forms, you need to be examined. A little bit of the discharge would be examined under the microscope to show that it's really a fungal infection and not any other STI. Remember we discussed STI last week. And we mentioned that some of the STIs come with discharge. Example, gonorrhea will come with some discharge, but that discharge is greenish or yellowish. So at least you can distinguish it from candida. Another would be whitish discharge. So if you do have whitish discharge in bacteria vaginosus, it's also there with some fishy smell. So there are different ways to differentiate other STIs from the discharge that comes from candida infection. Okay, so you need to be examined from your history, you be examined, and then you follow up with your investigation. With your investigation, you are going to look at it under the microscope to be sure that it's really a fungal infection. Once you confirm that it's a fungal infection, then you would want to do some sensitivity to check for the type of antifungal that would be sensitive to it. Remember, it's a fungal infection. So if you do give antibiotics, rather you are not dealing with the infection, but you're rather killing the good bacteria that would rather put it in check. So you'll be put on certain antifungal agents, and these antifungal agents can either come in orals or you may have to use them as pessaries. So pessaries are, it has to go, so some tablets that need to go through the vagina. So depending on the preference of the patients and certain conditions of the patients, you would be able to be given the right type of treatment, whether you be taking it orally or topically. You'll be using it topically, or you'd have to pass pessaries. So those are some of the ways to be able to
get both oral and.
So that will be an overkill, because if you do, that will be an overkill. If you are using, so maybe the tablets, you can use certain, not only the antifungal, but certain ingredients within the topical agents that will soothe the area. So you can use that as an adjunct to maybe the oral that you are taking. But if it's an antifungal, I think just one antifungal, either oral or through that route, should suffice to help with deal with the infection. Yes.
Quickly, you're going to ask something?
No, I was just, wondering that you mentioned about the prevalence of Candida within the society and how frequently women tend to get it. Do you ever have cases where a man has gotten a Candida infection?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
How does it present in men?
No, now I want to know this.
And then why you answer that, is it possible to keep getting it from your partner?
Yes, it's also possible.
Unchecked?
Yes, it's also possible. So if your partner is immunocompromised and he has, so for the men, you can end up having it on the glands of the penis. So you see that there will be a white patch there with some erythematous raw area, which is easily scrapable. And people who have the false skin, who are not circumcised, you see, those areas could be
also
where
area of
exactly that it can end up growing. So you can actually, and men can actually, but even though it's not as frequent as in women, but yes, men do end up getting fungal infections as well, Candida infections.
Does it present itself differently in teenagers and in women?
Women. No, not necessarily. It's the same fungal infection. So it depends on, so I mean, being a woman, being a teenager, yes, and being a teenager due to you are now growing, okay, so you have hormonal surges. Sometimes your body, you are now growing in sexually, you are now maturing sexually. So certain times you have high estrogen levels, and then this can actually, what's the name, promote the growth of the fungus, and then you may end up having more frequent infection compared to maybe a lady who is actually much more mature than you
I
are.
asked this because I remember
In secondary schools.
Yes, secondary schools, and you would be shamed for it. Like when we go to the hospital, they'll be like, "Hey, when they mama kwadana."
You see why we had
that's
to.
a very unfortunate. That's a very
And
unfortunate.
so most of the girls wouldn't want to
hide.
go, and they'll hide it, but they are scratching because
Exactly.
it's itchy. But it's just our hormones.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
whatever.
Exactly.
So
they're
let me
accusing
ask,
you of.
as a public health practitioner, what's the general thinking in terms of bringing the information down to the secondary school level, where we demystify it and make it, you know, it's something that everybody should understand.
Exactly. So I've noticed that anything that has to do with reproductive sex, your reproductive organ, because of our cultural setting,
It's a taboo.
it's like a taboo. You can't talk about it. For instance, I'll give an example. I do a lot of school activations with the Medical Women Association of Ghana. Certain times when you go to the schools and you want to talk about, let's say, menstrual hygiene, and you want to talk about the vagina.
Yeah.
So you ask questions, but when it comes to, they are very articulate. But when it comes to they even just pronouncing the word
vagina is
you see that they are swallowing their words.
Yeah.
You get it. Exactly.
Meanwhile, you have it.
Meanwhile, that is what needs to be.
You have
know? So possibly getting other stakeholders involved, getting the headmistresses involved, getting our community leaders involved, getting our religious leaders involved may help demystify and then get people to speak up anytime they have any of these infections going on so that they can get the needed help as soon as possible. Because really it is something that is worrying. A lot of people would call you and say that I have been scratching the whole time, and you know, the more you scratch, the more injuries you cause to the area, the vulva, the vagina, and then you have some physical trauma to the area, and that is not, it may end up healing by scarring and all, and that is not too healthy for you. The other thing we can talk about will be the preventive measures. What do we do? The hygiene. Our hygiene needs to be kept top notch. So what do I mean when I say that? It means that you need to change your panties as frequently as possible. The moment you feel that it's wet, you need to have it changed, and you need to wash your underwears very well, and then clean them. Dry them under the sun so that they are dry at the time that you are wearing them. And make sure that you don't use scented soaps. All you need is plain water, copious amount of plain water. That's all, to wash the area copiously. That is all that you need. And you don't need any scented, you don't need any detergent to wash. No, you don't need any of those. That will rather kill the good bacteria that keeps the candida in check. So please make sure that you don't use any. In fact, some people even say they want to put their finger
up there and wash.
What are you washing?
Crazy. I had a friend in university who would put salt in warm water.
Wow.
I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, you know, at least once a month after her period,
she needs
to put salt in water and washes her vagina. I was stunned.
Wow.
How do you feel after doing all of that?
All you need is plain water. Plain water. A lot of it. Sometimes if you are itchy enough, you can make the water a little warm. Okay, so the warm water will soothe the area, and that's all you need. Take your medications, allow and make sure that you are performing good hygiene. And if you are cleaning, make sure you clean from the front to the back, and not from the back to the front, so that you don't introduce any bacteria to the front area.
Your thoughts on panty liners? Okay,
so panty liners, yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, in the sense that one of the things, as I mentioned earlier, is you need breathable underwears. Okay, so the breathable underwears, you should be able to circulate air, okay, in and out, so that the place is dry. But certain panty liners that you use, yes, they collect whatever vaginal secretions that are there, and if you don't change them very frequently, it will now become good grounds for the multiplication of the fungus. You get it? So if you are using panty liners, then it means that you need to be able to detect as soon as possible if it becomes wet, to be able to change. Otherwise, just your cotton underwears that is very breathable should be fine, so that air can circulate. So don't wear tight underwears as well, because if you do wear tight underwears, yes, that would cause some friction, and together with the secretions that you do have there, and then it will create a very damp area, and you have these candida multiplying or replicating, and eventually you may end up with the infection.
Are recurring candida infections a sign of maybe a bigger health issue?
Yes, it's possible. It's possible that you are immunocompromised, but you don't know.
Okay.
So if you're immunocompromised, I mentioned all the categories of immunocompromise. So you need to do further testing to be able to rule out any of these. And another thing is uncontrolled diabetes, because it tends to feed the yeast and then cause it to replicate.
Because of the sugar?
Exactly, the sugar. So the sugar within it's the simplest form of food that they feed on.
I'm sure Anna is excited about this conversation because she's been saying sugar is a no.
So if you do have a lot of these simple sugars within your blood, and then by extension it gets into your secretions, yes, it becomes very very easy forms of sugar that the candida can utilize, and then eventually it ends up replicating as much as possible and causing the infection. So you need to keep your sugars down, know your numbers, make sure that you are also indulging in good hygiene practices as much as possible, as we have mentioned them, and breathable, very breathable, nothing tight, nothing to cause discomfort, nothing to cause you to have a lot of secretions in a very confined area for a very long period, and that would help with the replication.
Talking about breathable underwear,
yeah.
In the evenings, do you advise women wear underwear to sleep? And the men, this question is not for you.
It's always for us.
It's not for you.
It's for us. I've taken it.
It's not for you. Because, you know, you want a place to breathe and all of that.
Exactly.
Do you advise us wearing underwear to sleep?
It's actually a matter of choice. People are comfortable. I mean, you can wear something that is very breathable, very loose, okay, just for the night. Certain people do not want to wear anything at all. So it all depends on you. So I would say it's a matter of choice. But if just like wearing your bra the whole time, the whole day, you maybe 8 hours within the day you are wearing a bra, okay, and then sometimes they are tight.
The amazing feeling is taking off your bra,
you know,
at the end
and
of
then
the day.
yes, and then you feel that it's what a relief.
Really?
Exactly. So same thing. If you don't feel comfortable wearing anything breathable at night, it's your choice. You can actually have a break at that time of the day.
Wow.
That question was not for you.
Yes, not for the
But
men.
I've taken it. Plus the answer.
That question was certainly not for you, but
So it's very important.
I've learned a lot, and especially for our young girls out there, that it's normal. You know,
normal. Please
it's
do.
completely normal to have it.
Yeah.
I know
As many as
sometimes-
75 people would have an infection in their lifetime.
I mean, growing up.
Why are the
Growing
nurses
up,
doing that to young girls?
You know.
It's not once, it's not twice.
Yeah.
It used to
Especially
go. I remember,
in
even
the
me, I've
secondary
experienced
schools.
it. My mother's best friend is a nurse, and when I went to the hospital, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
So it was the other nurses who obviously
Yeah.
know me. Hey, dear now, yeah. I was
Really?
horrified.
It's like.
I was like,
And
I'm
you
never
see,
coming here if my
It
auntie's
prevents
not here.
people from speaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it prevents people from speaking up, and that is not good enough.
Sad.
That's not good enough. We need to
Thank you.
let more people know about it. It's normal. Speak up if you do have, you're experiencing any of these signs, and there's help. There's definitely help. You can have the help that you need, so that you don't end up keeping the infection for a very long time, and then it ends up causing more physical trauma to you, causing scarring and all of that. Some people scratch to even, bleeding. you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yes. Some
It's
people scratch.
itchy.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's very itchy.
It's itchy.
Yeah,
I've seen
so-
people using fans there all the time. Because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is uncomfortable.
Wow.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is.
Very,
It
very,
is.
very
It is very
uncomfortable.
So you're better off without it. I mean, no matter what, if you can avoid,
Yes.
avoid.
Avoid.
Find
And
every
then
way
make
to
sure that,
not
yes, and then
get
make
it.
sure that you are warm water. Just wash. Warm water should help with the
Cut out
itchiness.
sugar and drink water, right?
Exactly. Drink a lot of water.
All the
Make sure
Coke
and then balance
fans in
exactly
my
balance
office.
diet. So that you don't end up having a lot of the simple sugars.
Yeah.
In your blood that can
Drinking
also
the
feed
calories.
into the whole yes.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you so
I've learned
much.
a lot.
Sue,
Kuku
for
has
having
also
me.
learned a lot that
Yeah.
men can get it.
Yes.
That one surprised me.
Candida infection.
Yeah, that one surprised me actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even in the oral cavity. Yeah.
Oh, so you can have candida in the mouth?
Yes.
Because you've been doing things with your mouth.
So another.
Oh, Lord.
So yes, you
Oh,
can
Lord.
actually end up with candida infection in the mouth. And mostly for the candida infections in the mouth, if you go deeper into it, such people are immunocompromised. Yes, such people are immunocompromised.
Because your immune system should naturally kick in
Yes.
and deal with the...
Exactly.
Okay.
So such
Okay.
people, most of the time, they are immunocompromised or they have another co-infection. So either it's another STI that is reducing your
Oh, I see.
immunity
Okay.
and then causing
Okay.
the fungal infection to override the other measures that would help keep it in control. So, yes.
Dr. Adam, we've learned a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you too for having me.
Candida infection. All right, let's go to the Ashanti region where Hafiz Tijani is standing by to tell us how illegal mining activities have affected certain farmlands there.
Channel One news team visited the area to verify the concerns raised by residents about the activities of illegal miners. Upon arrival, it became evident that a once thriving rice farm had been completely destroyed by the mining operations.
If the stakeholders are not aware of what is going on, why shouldn't we, the youth, stood up and fight against what is going on? So that is the reason why we stood up and fight against it. And now this is what you see when they started. This is the beginning of the journey of the Galamsey.
I quite remember my grandma said, "Hey, Galamsey, yeah, baby, and I'm afraid maybe I'll be kidnapped or something like that." So even the fear alone that will be on the people, the farmers, is quite enough. And that alone can give us the strength and capability to stop the Galamsey from coming to this area.
Large portions of farmlands have been excavated in the search for gold, leaving behind deep pits, which farmers say pose serious risks to lives and property. In their quest to create access routes to mining sites, the illegal miners have also cleared and destroyed acres of cocoa farms without the consent of affected farmers.
It is going to cause a lot of problems. One, destruction of farmlands, then the loss of lives, because the pit, you can just imagine, if somebody falls in this pit, it will be very difficult for the person to come out.
The community has also expressed fears that the illegal mining activities could contaminate nearby rivers and streams relied upon for domestic use and irrigation. Speaking to journalists, the convener of the local youth group, Kobna Frimpong, declared Asante Achim Petreche a no-go area for all forms of illegal mining.
We would like to call on the municipal chief executive, the member of parliament, Nana Nom, the traditional leaders, His Excellency the President of the Republic. I would like to also call on the district police commander who came to arrest 2 people who actually sacked Galamseyers from our land, that it is in their interest to protect the lives and properties of this area. And we are going to declare war on anybody who will take us for granted and decide that they will come here to come and do Galamsey. They will never like it.
A once vibrant rice farm, also surrounded by maize and cocoa farms, has now been degraded by illegal miners. Residents of Petreche are warning they will not allow any illegal mining activities in this area. They want authorities to intervene and stop anybody behind this distraction. Hafiz Tijani, Channel One News, Petreche, Asante Achim North District, Ashanti Region.
All right, let's go to Hafiz Tijani, Middle Belt Bureau Chief, for more insight on this conversation. Hello, Hafiz. How are you doing?
I'm well, I know. How are you too?
I'm very well, thank you. Happy Sunday.
Same to you, same to you and the team. Same to you and the team.
All right. This how do we pronounce it? Petreche community. And
Yes.
they're rising against the threat of Galamsey. That's very interesting. Tell us more. What made them decide to do this?
Well, for them, the invasion of illegal miners in the area will only destroy their farmlands, destroy their water source, and also bring about criminal and other social vices within the community. And that will also result in their children dropping out of school to go and engage in illegal mining. And they say that will also be a threat to life, because when these illegal miners come to do the activities or do the operations and they don't cover up the pits, they will end up leaving the open pits, and children who, of course, sometimes go with their parents to their farms would eventually or end up falling into these uncovered pits. So these are some of the fears that have pushed the residents of Asante Achim Petreche to rise against the activities of illegal miners. So for them, it is so mind-boggling how the illegal miners were able to carry out this activity, because they have been very vigilant and farmers go to their farms. But others also believe that this might have been done deep in the night, because if you look at the community, the distance from the community to where this thing has happened, so when you are using a motorbike, vehicles are not able to go there. You use a motorbike to the place and you are spending about an hour to the place from the community. So when someone is there performing any activity, you don't hear of any sound of the excavator or any equipment used to do this mining or this illegal mining activity. So that is the worry for residents. But even before then, the illegal miners also have succeeded in destroying acres of cocoa farms. That's trying to make a pathway or to create a pathway to the site using their equipment so that they can easily transport these equipment or move them to the site. And this was not done with the consent of the farmers. Most of the farmers are now counting their losses. So for them, that has happened. They don't know who is behind this. They have also followed up to the assembly. They have followed up to the chiefs in the area. They have followed up to the assembly member and also the member of parliament for the area. And all of them are saying they don't know about this activity and they don't know that this has happened there. So for the residents, they want to put some vigilance there. If the authorities are failing them, they are not going to fail themselves. They are going to ensure that they stop whoever is coming to continue with this activity. But because the harm has been caused already, they want the assembly to, as a matter of urgency, come in and then cover the pits so that you don't have the threats being open to the farmers and also people who use that area to their farms and other villages.
Hafi, so you're saying that the residents can beat their chest and say that they have no hand in those Galamsey pits that they discovered?
Well, that is what they are saying. They say they woke up one day to see the devastation that was caused. And for the area, according to them, it has been the mainstay of inhabitants there has been farming. And most of the youth there are engaged in farming, either cocoa, cassava, and maize farming, and also rice farming. They don't engage in illegal mining, and that area is not known for illegal mining activity. So they don't know how the illegal miners have invaded the community, and they don't know who is leading or spearheading this effort, and they are only calling on the authorities to investigate this.
Hafiz, Good
Yes.
morning. This is Kweku David.
Good morning, Dave.
Yeah. Now, what's the closest town to Petreche where that is very actively involved in illegal mining?
Okay, so when you look at the Asante Achim North District, you don't have so much. You don't have illegal mining activities there.
Oh,
So
I see.
It's Asante Achim South.
Okay.
And also Central, that is Konongo. So Asante Achim South is Jaso, and Asante Achim Central is Konongo.
Okay.
So for Konongo, there's illegal mining there. For Jaso and some areas within the Asante Achim South district, you have illegal mining there. But for Asante Achim North, it's not so known for illegal mining activity. So issues that were coming up within this area was about herdsmen taking their cattle to graze on maize farms and cassava farms and destroying them. And that has come down a bit. And this area is predominantly farming community. So within the Asante Achim North District, you are having cassava, you are having rice, you are having tomato, you are having onion. So these are some of the crops they produce, and plantain, mostly plantain. So you don't find illegal mining activities being so rife like compared to the Konongo and Jasu areas.
Okay. And what, as far as the community are concerned, to what extent are they willing to go to prevent these illegal miners from taking over their farmlands?
Well, for them, they will only count on authorities, so the police and also the regulatory authorities, talk of the EPA and the Minerals Commission.
Yes.
So if none of them is acting, then they would have to stop whoever is coming to do illegal mining. So there was an incident, we are told, that some of the guys tried stopping some of the illegal miners, and some of the alleged illegal miners went to report the incident to the police, complaining that some of their equipment were targeted, and the police came in the town and then picked up some 2 people. So the residents are also saying that they are almost losing that trust and confidence in the police, because if the police is the one who is supposed to be protecting the environment or help protect the environment, and it's now turning around to arrest people who are fighting against this, then they don't know what to do. So they will only go ahead and then ensure that they stop these activities if the authorities are not acting.
Right, Hafiz, I think you mentioned that the community are calling on government and their chiefs. I don't know if you had the chance to speak to the chief of that town, because I don't imagine that someone would just enter a town and start mining there without any traditional or leader's authority. If you were able to speak to the chief, what did he say, and what is he saying about the request from his community?
Well, so we have not been able to get in touch with the traditional authorities. Even with the assembly, we tried reaching them. It has not been successful yet. We have not spoken with the chief or any traditional authority. But what the residents are saying is that after they discovered the damage that was caused, they reached out to the traditional authorities and also the assembly. Then they also spoke with their member of parliament. And all of them are saying they don't know about this incident. That was the first time they were hearing such an incident. But they said there was some pledge from the assembly to investigate and also follow up on the matter. But we have not heard about the effort being made by the assembly yet.
How far is the Petreche community from Kumasi, the capital of the Ashanti region?
Well, so it's about 2.5 hours drive. So from Kumasi, you are heading towards the Ejisu area. Then you go through Konongo. Then from Konongo, you go through Agogo. Then from Agogo, then you proceed. So when you get to you get to an area called Joansa before you get to the Agogo Township itself. That is the district capital. Then there's a branch road there. Then you go through that road to Petreche.
And there's only one entrance into the community, because honestly, I find it hard to believe that, because this is not, I mean, looking at the extent of the pit, it looks as if it was dug by a machine, no?
Yes, it was done with an excavator. So it's not only one entrance. So that is one when you are using the Kumasi route from Ejisu, then you go through Konongo to Joansa to Petreche. You can also use Efijase. So you go to Jabin, you go to Efijase, then you go through other villages before you get to Petreche. So because the road is not so good, that is why people prefer to use the Kumasi route to the place, because that is that road is very good, and the other side of the area where you have to use the Efijasi area, that area is not so good.
Right. I just find it difficult that nobody heard the movement of such heavy equipment through their community, even if they were working at night. I mean, at least you'd hear something. Or is it that far from the village itself?
Yes. So where this incident happened is you find only farmlands there. You don't have settlement. So even if you have hamlets, so just one person going to set up their community or their house there, and the farmers, these are cocoa farmers who just set up some hamlets within those areas, but it's not so open like you find people settling there. Just individuals who have settled within the areas.
Okay, so Hafiz, off the back of that question, I'm looking at the area, and it looks quite highly forested, even though there are farmlands in there as well. When you look at what has happened to the Petreche farmland at the moment, does it look as though the Galamseyers were attempting to touch other areas apart from the one we see in the report?
Okay, so according to the residents, when they discovered this, they said that because the illegal miners have gone to do this, maybe they have found some prospects, or they have done some prospecting to know that that area has a lot of gold. That is why they have gone ahead to do the excavation. So their fear is that they might continue with their activities if they are not stopped. So they just destroy the rice farm, and they will be extending it to other cocoa farms and other maize farms and cassava farms, and also plantain, the plantation there. So for them, the illegal miners have found something there. That's why they have gone ahead to do what they have done. So if they are not stopped, they believe that the illegal miners will come in their numbers and then take over the community.
Hafiz, give us a general overview of the fight against illegal mining in the Ashanti region as at now, if you have that information.
Well, so I would say it's in two folds. So the Forestry Commission is doing its part, trying to protect the forest. So when you go to the Offin Shelter Belt, where the minister was recently there, and then disclosed that the government has been able to secure that. So that area was destroyed by activities of illegal miners. And when you go to the Minehi, Kawie, you go to the troublesome areas within the Achuma Mponia district, you find that the Ofin River is the target. Illegal miners have taken over these activities or these river bodies, and they are destroying them with their activities. And then we have a task force from the concerned small-scale miners who say they are also doing some of their operations to complement the efforts of NIMOS. You know, the government has assigned NIMOS as a recognized body to spearhead the fight against illegal mining. So they say they are also targeting the offend areas to stop illegal miners from destroying or polluting the water source there. So when you go to the Amansia areas, the illegal mining activity is still going on. NIMOS was in the region for recently, and they succeeded in clamping down on the activities of illegal miners. But for most of the areas, they are hard to reach areas. So when the military or the task force go there and they leave, the next day you find them there. So for now, you find some of the communities, because of the education and the sensitization, they are resisting against the activities of illegal miners. But you find also that other community members are deeply involved in the issue, and most community members are not able to talk about it for fear of being attacked. But you find in some areas that you have foreigners, or let me say strangers, who are coming into these communities. They are not indigenous of these communities. They are being brought in by indigenous within the communities who would not want to be the face of the activity, but will bring some people in there to do the work because they know the area. So they show them the way to do the activity. Generally, I would say it has not been very encouraging when you talk about the fight against illegal mining within the Ashanti region. It has not been very encouraging because the government and the security forces have a lot to do.
All right, thank you so much, Hafiz. Thank you. We appreciate your report. We appreciate the thoughts you shared with us on this matter that's happening in Petreche. Now, again, in Petreche, we have the convener of the youth group, Asante Achem Petreche. That's Kobna Frempon. Mr. Frempon, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Welcome to Sunday Breakfast.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
Yeah. So talk to us about the plans you have in place as a youth group to prevent the Galamseyers from going ahead to expand their work and what it is they've started.
Thank you very much. Let me extend my regards to everyone that is watching us this morning and to the senior youth of Asante Achem Petreche Youth Association and everybody back home who is supporting us against the fight against the illegal miners. As a matter of fact, apart from the press conference that we have done, we submitted a formal petition to the chief of Petreche and all the opinion leaders. And we are also planning of submitting another petition to the Omahini of Domi and to His Royal Majesty Utumfuo Osei-Tutu and to all the security forces. What really transpired this week was that when the illegal miners came to our village and then we sacked them from the village, we were there when two of our boys were arrested by the Agogo police. Two of our boys who stopped the illegal miners from encroaching our lands were arrested by Agogo police. They opened a case against them. Actually, we made sure that they had a bill, and then we were engaging them along the way. So after the press conference and the nature at which the press conference went, we were there when the municipal police commander, which the Agogo command operates under them, which is Konongo, the prosecutor there called us within the week to meet up on the case. that they've taken the case from Agogo and is with them now. And as such, they are discontinuing the case. And as a matter of fact, Agogo police should escort the illegal miner to come and cover the lands. Actually, he had written a formal letter which will be submitted to the DCE to come and cover all the pits or the holes that were created by the illegal miners. But according to the police command of Konongo, the police in Agogo, the assembly member, and we, the youth group, should be there so that the guy will come and cover our lands which have been destroyed. And actually, we told them that for the guy coming back, we don't support it. We want the district, the DC to bring the drift machine to come and cover it. We don't just want any illegal miner on our land, because in Petrete, we feed on only farming. And it's farming that we do. If our lands are destroyed, where are we going to do this farming? Where are we going to take care of our wives? Where are we going to take care of our family members and everyone? And as such, we don't want him to even come and cover anything. We want the DCE to come and do it, because they have a drift machine there to come and do it. So we are putting all measures. And actually, this is not the first time that illegal miners try to invade. In 2021, illegal miners came there. We fought them fiercely and we sacked them from the land. And they came again in 2022. We did the same. And so this is the third time that this guy just came at dawn to come and cause all this havoc. And as such, we sacked them. And we are ready to, with our last pint of blood, to defend our land against illegal miners. We will not allow anybody to come and destroy the lands that our forefathers left for us. That we must leave for our future generation yet unborn. We don't want our future generation to be disappointed in us that the lands that were left in our care, we couldn't take care of it. And we will resist any attempt. Just like the petition that we submitted, any local chief that we find that you have a hand in some of these activities, we will report you officially to His Majesty Lutumpo Osetutu. And again, if an assembly member, an opinion leader, you are found to be part, they will not like the consequences that will come, and we will not allow them. So we are putting every measure to make sure that the illegal mining does not take place in Asante Achem Petrete.
Now, just to wrap it up for us, to what extent are you willing to go? Because sometimes in different parts of the country, we've noticed and seen and experienced, it's been in the news, NIMOS, for example, who are dealing with the Galamseyers in different places, have been attacked by Galamseyers who are weaponized. So apart from what you're doing so far, the advocacy and all of those things, how far are you willing to go?
And the truth is that if you allow them to enter into your land and then they start their operations, that is when it becomes very difficult to fight them.
Okay.
So first and foremost, what you need to do is that you prevent them from coming.
Okay.
And that is what we are doing. We will not allow them to come. You know, they are weaponized, they have ammunition, they have everything, but we will not allow them to enter the land. If you allow them to start their operation, that is when you find it very, very difficult. And you see, government should actually be worried when the Asante Achem land, you know, the Konongo areas are already under Galamsey activity.
Yes.
Now, when you come to the Amantina, the Pecheches, and then the Agugu areas, these are the areas that is feeding Ghana now. You remember when foodstuff became so expensive in Ghana that the Minister of Agric had to bring plantains from the hinterlands to Accra to come and sell. All these plantains that came from these areas, from the Asante Achem North areas. And as such, it will be in the interest of government to make sure that these illegal miners are not entertained in these areas, because if the lands are destroyed, now these farms, when hunger is coming, who is going to do this plantation farming and all other farms to bring food from the hinterlands to Accra to feed Ghanaians? So it will also be, it's not only the fight of we the youth in Asante Achem Petrete or Amantinaman or Agogo, but it should be a national worry, because when our farmlands are destroyed, we cannot plant our plantain, our cocoyam, and anything, all these foodstuffs. There is no way it can come from the village to the cities to feed those in Accra, Kumasi, and other areas. So we are also we are happy with how the Agogo Police Command handled the issue as against
the Konongo Police Command handled the issue as against what Agbo people did. And as such, we have confidence in them. We hope that they will always be there to support the fight against the illegal miners. And we are calling on the IG, the NIMOS, and everyone that is against the fight against illegal miners to make sure that these lands in Asante Terminals are protected for Mother Ghana. Otherwise, one day, hunger will strike and there will be no food to feed ourselves.
Mr. Frimpong, I think my final question to you would be, are there any timelines for these petitions that you've submitted? And I mean timelines for when you want the pit to be covered?
We actually gave them first week of, we wanted it to be done by first week of January. So by that time, the pits should be covered. And we'll be happy with it. If the pits are not covered, then we'll roll in our next line of action or plan that we have. We know, because it's plans, I can't share. Okay. We have to keep it to our chest so that we'll roll that one also out. But we are counting on the district chief executive to bring the drip machine to come and do it. And we are ready to cooperate with anyone that is ready to support us cover the pit. We don't want there's a galamsey there. If you're able to do it, we'll be happy. If not, then we'll reactivate the next plan of action.
Mr. Kobina Frimpong, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you also for having me. I'm grateful.
You're grateful. Something that we should all emulate, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. In all our communities around the country.
Very proud of them. Asante Petreche, my idea. Moni Ejuma, continue to do your job. Yeah. All right. This is still Sunday Breakfast right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Inu Safo and Kwaku David. We'll be back with nutrition. Don't go away.
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
Meet James. James has been searching for happiness for years. So we asked locals to point him to the source of their happiness. Until one fateful night, when his search finally came to an abrupt end. Find your happy place with GoTV. Get GoTV to enjoy a wide range of shows for the whole family. GoTV. Love it.
Hello, my dear friend. I am happy to invite you to our 31st December night Jesus Encounter service. It's going to be a night filled with the presence of God, the power of God, and the grace of God. Jesus said that without me you can do nothing, but with God all things are possible. It means that when we do without God, we will be frustrated. But on the 31st, if we encounter the presence of God and we allow God to lead us into the new year, we will move into great possibilities, mighty and wonderful things in the new year 2026. I am inviting you, especially together with your family and your friends. The place to be is the Camp Elim Main Auditorium, North Legon. the presence of God is going to be strong and powerful. Come with your family. Let us move over into 2026. 054 054 7000. See you here. Remember when I turned 50, I did this show, it was called KSM 50. That was KSM 50. Now, the favorite show I did since KSM 50 was called The Secret of GH Girls.
Very soon you'll be in a car and you are going, yes, no for.
Now I'm 69. But even at 69, I've come up with a new brilliant show. Your friend, Old Age is a Rascal. And it's coming to you live from the Cactus Creek. And it's happening on the 25th, 26th, and the 27th of December. Old Age is a Rascal. You can't miss this. It starts with a lunch buffet. Starts at 1, and then about 4:30, we take a break and you come and see the special. Old Age is a Rascal. And the number to call is 055 039 5007.
In a season where the world pauses, music reminds us what truly matters.
Bread of life, sender from glory. Many things you were a nurse, a holy king, a carpenter. You are the living word you're saying.
This Christmas, experience music that heals, voices that unite, songs that awaken joy. Make your Christmas unforgettable with the Channel One Christmas Choir as they serenade you with lovely tunes that fill your home with joy.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand?
This Christmas, feel the joy, hear the love, celebrate the season.
For